All right, I am live at Anime Central. Not really live per se, but I am here and in person. I came here for one specific reason and one specific reason only. I want to meet Asami Imai. And good news, I got an autograph session with her. So that's very great, very convenient. I got it pretty easily, if I do say so myself. Here we go. Here's a quick little tour of the room. I should probably just start from the beginning. Honestly, let's just start. Here's like the bathroom. I'll like open up this door. I would prefer not to show myself on camera, so we'll just do this. We'll do that. That that should be good enough. I don't know if you guys can hear me. We'll take a look. And you can see my used towels are there. Here are the curtains. They don't need any explanation. We have these bottles that are actually pretty much stuck here, actually. You have your conditioner, your shampoo, and your bath gels. What I like about hotel bath gels is the fact that they smell very perfumey. I really like that scent. You have racks if you really need the usage of them. Use like little handlebars. You have the shower. If I remember, when you turn this on, it does the faucet. However, if you do this, like do this, you do that, it starts the shower head. It took me like a few minutes just to figure that out. And then when you turn this off, this little like whatever you want to call it shuts down. It resets its position. So there you go. Very easy to understand, and this has many different modes. If you've ever used a hotel shower head before, you probably are familiar with what they are. Here are some razors because I want to look nice and neat for Asami Imai tomorrow during her autograph session and for her panel with Eriko Nakamura as well. Hand wash, okay. So that's just like hand soap, and then I have a lotion here. I'm pretty sure this is like post bath lotions. I don't use them a lot, but I think that might come in handy. Here's some facial tissues. I don't know how many they give you. It feels like it's full, but it feels like it's kind of barren at the same time. A standard faucet. Not much to say. You get like, I believe 3 towels, right? These three, I believe this is like the wash rag. This is to dry yourself off. This is the towel that is given to you like up here. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be kept on the floor. I have no idea. I just do it there on principle. And then here's like this like little mirror on the side. There's like this like little mirror where like you can kind of play around with. Just so you can get right in there. I haven't used it much. Think it might be useful, who knows? There's some tissues in there already. Toilet paper, of course, a toilet as well. Not much else to really say about the bathroom. Here's like 2 little switches. One's for the top. Actually, you know what? They are both for like the top. There is that. Now let's get started with the real attraction. This whole room. We have a pretty decent like rolling chair. I mean, it works. No complaints here. This is essentially like the closet. Whenever I travel, I just usually just shove my suitcases in there and just hope for the best. And then you have like this like, little cube compartment things from Eagle Creek. They are pretty useful. I just shove them in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna steal anything that's in here. And then I can just close this for privacy's sake. You are given a lot of hangers. I think this is like 8 hangers. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 10 hangers. You are given 10 hangers to work with. That is so convenient. You have an ironing board and the iron itself. I think that's what you call them. I have no idea. It's been a long time. Here's like a lamp, a phone. I don't really use phones. Two drawers technically. I thought this was three. You have one here, and then you have these two. I usually keep them empty whenever I travel. Another empty drawer. There are actually no Bibles in here. It's so bizarre. I came in here expecting a Bible, but no, there's nothing. This is the safe. I usually do not mess around with like these safes because I am very certain I know how to use one, but I always screw these up. Like you wouldn't believe. I legitimately feel so stupid. This is a surprise. It's a refrigerator / freezer. I love these. The general summary is that I believe this is like the freezer, quote unquote. It should just be this top row, and then these two bottom ones are just refrigerators, I believe. Maybe it's different. Maybe the glass panels are both like freezer sections, quote unquote. And then you just put like chill drinks here or something. I don't know. That's like the refrigerator section. And then we have two cabinets. Wait, make that three. And still no Bible. And you know what sucks? I actually forgot what was the context of of Bibles being in hotel rooms. I actually forgot why they used to be in hotel rooms. Oh, I love this part right here. The free amenities of what you get. I get a Keurig this time around. Interesting, because I don't think the other hotels I've been to had Keurigs. This is so easy. You press this open. You see the pod right here? You drop a coffee in there. You close this. If you've never used a Keurig before, basically you keep this sealed, and then when you close it, there's like a little device up here. It's like little sharp part. That's gonna poke a hole inside the middle, and then the water will just seep in, and then it'll just make the coffee from there. Basically, you do this. This opens up. You fill it up with water up until the fill line. Close it, press brew, and you're good to go. Very easy. You can also just do this with just basic water. I assume that's what this cup is for. You fill water, you do this. It really looks like those like Maruchan cup noodles, doesn't it? You do this, and then you pour this out one of these bad boys. Now, I'm gonna toss this away. I can get more from the ice room, because I actually use this as mouthwash, so I'm going to toss this, actually. I kept it there the whole day just for this one little recording. Here's the ice bucket. I love the ice bucket. I find these to be such a nice novelty. Basically, how you use these is... You see this like plastic thing? You basically open this. I guess you just shake this out a bit. You do this, you wrap around the ice bucket itself, and then you can fill this up with ice. There you go, easy peasy. That way you don't have to waste time cleaning this, and neither do the room attendants. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to work, because I would see a bag. And I assume that's the intended purpose of this. And then you can keep your chill drinks chilled. Like I could just toss the soda in here, or my little thermos on there. That also works too. So convenient. I love these. I love the novelty of them. I should have some ice too, because I feel like these refrigerators / freezers in hotels don't really do much. Here is the king bed. Have this all to myself. I even have some Costco branded, well, Kirkland branded protein bars. These are coming in handy. I packed 12 of these bad boys. I'm planning on having like 4 a day. Here's like a chair that I'm probably never gonna sit in aside from one time probably. There's like an alarm clock. That's my Pixel Watch 3 charging. It should be fully charged. I should just wear it right now. And then out here, we have the view of the front area of um, the Crown Plaza, I believe it's called. You know what kind of gets me about the hotels here? I have not seen this in other areas. You see like that little like rotating door over there? Like I don't know if you guys can see it from here. It's like a little like rotating door right there. It's so crazy. Like I actually never knew that that was like a thing until like recently. Or maybe I did, but I just never really picked up on that. Oh, look, an air conditioner. I'll just leave it as is. I don't really mess with these. Maybe in the summer I probably would. So that's the room tour for the most part. Wait, actually, there's like these like little switches. These like little headlamps. That's kind of it, really. Well, I mean, I tried in regards to doing like a pretty decent room tour. There's some Family Guy on there. I hope I don't get DMCA'd because that would suck. Yeah, not much to say. I'm mostly here just for Idolmaster VAs. I would have come here last year, but I didn't really have the appropriate funds to do so. I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea of attending a smaller con. Everything feels more personal, more closely, tightly knitted. You can kind of see how all the communities interact with each other very openly. It is a big difference compared to something like Anime Expo. Like it really is. I actually really appreciate how like comfy everything seems. All right, so what did I do today? Well, I boarded a plane last night. The boarding was like at 11 o'clock at night, and then we arrived by 4 o'clock. Well, technically 3:40 a.m. Central Time Zone. And then I got to the hotel by 5. For some reason, this hotel did not have my booking information, oddly enough. But that was fixed very easily, and I was so glad that they actually let me check in as soon as like 6 o'clock hit in the morning, because that is so great, because I felt very sleepy. I could not sleep on the plane, and it was like a 4-hour ride. I basically had the like entirety of like No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, just playing from beginning to end. That was such an amazing like ride for me. I'm like, I can watch these modern day movies on a plane. You gotta be kidding me. Like, I can't believe that. So great. So yeah, I kind of slept for like 2 hours, woke up, showered, got ready, headed out. The lines were not that long to get in. I'd say it was probably like maybe like 200 people in line, but it was so straightforward. Like I had no worries. It is not like Anime Expo where you would probably be waiting outside for like at least an hour until you can like barely move. It's such a nice change of pace. It's so good. I'm almost like a little envious. But I think that's just the consequence of like bigger conventions, right? You'll just attract more people. What else? Yeah, so I just kind of walked around. When I walked around, I got kind of lost, and this one lady basically like gave me a quick little tour guide of the convention center. We basically went through the entire Sky Bridge, I believe it's called. That basically connects the Donald Stevens Center to the Hyatt. It's pretty convenient. It kind of does suck that you're kind of railroaded in one specific path, but I think that's like a small price to pay for essentially a streamlined path. I saw the opening ceremony. I think like at least 40 minutes of it I saw, and then I booked it. I thank that lady, for showing me around, because I think I would have been way more lost if I, did not take her up on that offer. Although, to be fair, when I went back to the con center, I was surprised with how small the whole thing is. This is a very small convention center. Like, honestly, if you've been to like the LECC, you're more or less familiar with how big that is. And then you compare that to here, and it's like, I think the Donald E. Stevens is probably like half or like a fourth of the size, probably. I have no idea, but I'm just kind of throwing numbers out of my butt. But you can really notice that there are differences in size and stature. Uh, yeah, I walked around a bit. I circled the exhibitor hall in like maybe 30 minutes. There's like really nothing I want to buy. There's like not a lot of booths. And I don't really buy a lot of merchandise these days. And when I do, I'm pretty selective. I've been spending most of my con money usually at like Artist Alley these days. That's how it's been for like the most part. What else? Hmm. Artist Alley is giving me a bit of a challenge this year though, because I apparently I cannot fit an 11 by 17. I believe that's the size, right? I think it's an A4 size or something, or A3. I forgot which one. Those do not fit in my luggage, so I have to make some compromises. I'm probably gonna buy smaller prints, so this will really limit with what I bring back, which is probably fine. I like a challenge. So I've been collecting a lot of business cards or just screenshotting or like taking pictures of like a QR code so I can refer to them later. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It just means I get to spend less money this time around, which is fair. It's not really a big deal. I am not bothered at all. What else? I'm taking a lot of cosplay pics. I am uploading them on Twitter. That's what I've been doing. So far so good. Everybody's all pretty chummy. I actually like these cosplay gatherings. It feels more like a group of friends just trying to organize something, which is what I assume most cosplay gatherings are. But the ones that like in a smaller convention kind of feel that way to me, or maybe I'm just looking at this with like rose tinted glasses. Um, let's see. I did the Chainsaw Man one, the Steins Gate one, the Hololive one. The Hololive one I did not take pictures though. I was just kind of just walking by. What else did I do? I think just those. Yeah, I think those are the only cosplay gatherings I went to. I'm surprised that there wasn't like an Idolmaster cosplay gathering. I thought that there would be, but maybe that's not necessary if like a lot of Idolmaster fans are going to be running about. But I would have liked to have seen one. It's not a big deal though. I'm sure I can just mingle with Idolmaster fans during panels and during autograph signings, so it's not all that bad. What else? Uh, oh yeah, that's right. I actually got two keychains from Artist Alley. I believe the Artist Alley vendor is called April Jubilee. I believe I will like do my research, and I'll probably post a little tweet, thanking them. What caught my eye was not the acrylic per se, not this one in particular. I like Rin, but it's not the sports attire. It was the soft matted look that this one has. I actually like this. Kind of reminds me of that same feel that what's it called? That those Ultimate Guard cubes tend to have. Actually, you know what? I could just open this right now just to test that. Yeah, it kind of has like that matted feel to it. I love it. I'm glad I saw this. It's so great. I don't know what I'll use it for. I have this very strong addiction to acrylics. I should definitely watch with how many acrylics I have. I swear I probably have like 30 of these, and I never really use them. Like not for my house keys, not for anything else. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I just have like a whole stack just there. What else? Yeah, that was kind of it. I also ate a bit. I had a pulled pork sandwich. It was okay. It was filling, but then I got hungry again, and then I had this like Southwest chicken wrap from the Hyatt. That was pretty much it. MVP goes to my Chrome Industries 3 liter bag. I got this for my Japan trip last year, and it's been holding up pretty well. I have my passport here. I probably don't even need my passport when I'm out and about, but I am traveling, even though I am an American citizen. I just like having it here. It's so convenient. I also have my wallet here, my Idolmaster wallet from like I think a decade ago. You can see it has all this wear and tear. Actually, what I can do is just showcase the wallet. I mean the crossbody like this. It has like a back compartment. That's where I keep my most precious, like I guess key items, if you want to call it that. Like it's like a video game. So this will have my wallet, my passport, and my hotel key card. I'll just shove those in there, and then I'll zip it up, and then no one's gonna know that there's stuff in there. I have these producer cards that I have forgotten to give out to people. Actually, I have these. Honestly, if you've like watched me on YouTube or follow my Twitter, you probably don't need these. Uh, Strictly speaking, but I feel like it's like a fun little thing. I feel like I should have been doing these for years on end. I just never really cared until like now. I have some sanitizer spray. I have these little earbuds. I would have recorded this a lot more sooner, but man, I feel like the mic quality isn't as good on the Pixel Bud Pros. Like I sound like how I would sound if I were talking into like a phone. But if I'm talking as is, I sound completely normal. So you have 2 pockets. I have a pen here just in case if I ever need a pen. There's like a little mesh pocket here as well. This is usually empty for me, all things considered. Maybe I'll like throw like a granola bar in there or something. But yeah, all in all, 3 liters gets the job done. Although I did feel some tightness because I carried something for Eriko Nakamura to sign on the off chance that the wait list for her autograph session ever cleared. I doubted it, but you know, I want to be prepared because I don't want to backtrack too much. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I feel like maybe I should have invested in a 3 liter, in a 6 liter bag. To my understanding, the difference between this 3 liter bag and the 6 liter bag is that it's like twice the storage, but I believe the dimensions are roughly an extra inch, an inch and a half bigger across those dimensions, and it just carries more stuff. It carries double essentially. So if you're ever on the fence on the crossbody, maybe go for a 6 liter if you really need that extra space. If not, maybe a 3 liter is good enough, like this one. I'm kind of checking out the Air Daysling 3 Max for like a 6 liter bag. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll wait for like the Daysling 4 if they ever come out with one. Because I believe the Daysling 3 has been out for like a few years now. I think it's more of like when and not if at this point. Yeah, that's kind of all that I really had been doing today. There's like my luggage. That's kind of it, really. What else can I really say? I have high hopes for day 2. I'll be wearing a Chihaya Kisaragi shirt. So if you guys ever see me, I guess say hi. And I guess we could exchange contact info or something. I would like to get to know more people. I think that's generally a goal of mine for conventions, but I don't know. I either shy away or like I just kind of forget. It's one of those two usually. What else? Yep, that's my fallback phrase when I got nothing better to say. Anyways, I will attend the joint panel with Asami Imai and Eriko Nakamura. I'll do the autograph signing, and then I'm basically free for like the rest of the day. I think I'll probably hit up the Nichi-Sanchi gathering. I like seeing those. Oh yeah, that's right, the Eriko Nakamura panel. I loved it. It's pretty great. We get to learn about how like Eriko, felt from the early days of Idolmaster, which I think is very touching. I'm pretty sure Haruka Mami is like her biggest role, or like her most memorable role, so it makes sense to kind of touch up on that for like the most part. I came so close in winning that raffle. I was literally like one or two numbers away. I'm like, damn it. If I was like two spots away, I could have gotten a sign. A little signature on those little sign boards. I was like this close. In a way, I got kind of lucky by coming like second or third place, right? Like in that one raffle, like I was so close. It's fine. It's not a big deal. That would have been so amazing. Uh, yeah, that's kind of it, really. I mean, yeah. Here's hoping that day two will be just as successful. I'll probably just keep uploading on Twitter because I feel like Twitter is just easier for me because I can just upload on Twitter throughout the day and then basically recollect that in a vlog video, and that's good enough. I actually don't even know how much more longer I can record this actually. Because I think there's like a 30-minute limit. I think I'm close to 30 minutes. I might just sleep in, but I also might consider walking around and see how like the nightlife is around here. I probably will not go to the outlet mall that's like outside. I'll probably just go back to like the con center and see how it is. If it looks too sketchy, maybe I'll just come back. Maybe I'll buy some fries or something. I know that like a lot of hotels typically have like a restaurant or something, so maybe I'll like consider that. And then I can eat in the comfort of my little room. I'm actually quite surprised how I am not like sleep deprived or jet lagged. I guess like a 2-hour time zone difference doesn't do much. What else do I want to talk about? Man, that's the thing about me and like doing these types of vlogs. I always just talk randomly. And it seems like I always have something to say. Like honestly, look at this. It's been like 27 minutes and I'm still like talking my mouth off. Uh Oh yeah, that's right. I wore an Onimai shirt and somebody like actually like called me out on it. Like in a good way. Yeah, actually. You can kind of see the Onimai neat shirt. There we go. I was given essentially a high five. Not a lot of Onimai fans here apparently in this part of town, or like in this part of the world, or the U.S. I mean. I probably should have told that guy that I'm actually from like L.A. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Maybe I'll run into him again. Who knows? Um. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Asami Yamai's birthday. I will make sure to say happy birthday to her tomorrow. But knowing me, I probably will forget, but it's fine. I will try to make a note of that. I really like her work as Chihaya Kisaragi. I'll like maybe say something heartfelt to her tomorrow for the autograph signing. Just be like, oh, she's like such an amazing character, you know? Like I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for you or like whatever, you know. I'll say something that's kind of mushy, who knows. And then I can die happily. All right, guess I'll just close it here. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll probably do one tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do one on day 3 because, you know, I'll be checking out and coming back home on that day. So yeah, there is that. We will see. We will see.